Welcome to the Ed Answer Key, the podcast where in the time it takes to complete hall duty and attendance, we embark on an educational adventure for both teachers and families. So whether you're a seasoned educator or a family navigating the school system, buckle up for the Ed Answer Key.
It makes me feel that I'm more than my mistakes, but I can learn from them, and it bled onto my kids. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. That's why we're with our kids. We can teach them that we made the mistake. Now we have to fix it.
Yep.
Mistakes are okay.
So that's powerful to be able to talk about, to talk about your mistakes and be able to do that in front of the kids.
Yeah.
Like that's huge.
Yeah.
Because when you get up there, you're the sage on the stage.
Yes.
Like they're looking at you. They go to you, is this right? Yeah, it's right, but they need that reassurance and everything. And so, paraprofessionals that I've been able to work with, I hope that I'm creating this environment where they feel empowered to make mistakes because of the value that paraprofessionals actually bring to the table, seen and unseen. But that's why I hope as a veteran teacher or just a teacher still needs to create that environment so that they're not on an island.
But sometimes you offer the help and they don't take it. So then what do you do? Because here's my thing. You should always want to improve. I don't care where you are in your teaching career. You shouldn't have to be forced to do things. But unless a teacher is placed on like a growth plan and they're forced to reach out, that's the only time something will change. And it shouldn't take all of that. You're in this profession supposedly because you want to help students grow and impart knowledge on them and see them ask questions and seek out new information and that type of thing. And you want to get better, not only as yourself becoming more empowered through professional development or continuing education, whatever. But once again, if somebody has to force you, then is this really what you should be doing?
Right.
Because then the next thing is, you want to start dropping these little tears and stuff. Like, what are you crying for? You've been offered, you've been told things, and now you want to start crying because the heat is on. Because I'm all about the kids, and that really burns me up.
Transparency and mistakes, I feel like those are the core base of classroom management. That's one thing I'm very confident in is in my classroom management.
Classroom management, doing what you're supposed to be doing, staying on board with what's going on, knowing your responsibilities, being accountable and everything, playing team. Like as a teacher, you got a lot of stuff to go through.
When she started talking about the tears and like, I'm not huge on that either. Like you signed up for this job. So there's one teacher specifically that I work with. And I noticed how her classroom management, how she takes control of her class is way different from all the other teachers that I work with. And I feel like she struggles a lot differentiating instructions, especially for our E&L group. And so I wanted to go up to her and talk to her like, hey, I think this isn't going to work out. Like, I'm here to help you. And I'm doing this for the sake of the kids, but we need to do something different. And started crying immediately, just tears. Like, I'm going through so much right now. I have so much on my plate. And started venting to me. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not here for you to vent to me about what you're going through. I'm here for the kids. Like,
unless there's a stipend involved for counseling, that would be cool.
No, and I knew she was going to push and be like, no, like her way is the right way. And I'm like, no, yes and no, not with these group of kiddos. Your way is not the right way. We need to do something completely different here to aid you and help you with the kids. But there's some things you have to do differently with this class specifically than with your other classes.
I had the exact same problem because in the beginning, we used to have E&L professional developments. And we would have to go and we would have to talk. And I was struggling my first year and a half for the exact same problem because I had to then go around that. And how much work is that for you?
And then I have to basically outside of that classroom teach this subject. So then I have to teach them this in a whole different language, whether it's Spanish, Haitian Creole, French, like.
What you're telling me is that you're becoming a content expert on whatever subject that is.
Damn near.
And so is there only one topic that you teach? I mean, that you assist in? Is there only one curriculum that you're looking at? So you're looking at multiple disciplines.
I'm doing math, language arts, social studies, science, sometimes art, business comp, like
so
all those
you're
classes.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
As far as taking that content, translating it, and not giving them support.
And I don't feel like it's just translating. I have to like go about it a different route on how to teach it to them.
To me, it sounds like you're hamstrung as far as on how much help you're going to be able to give depending upon the communication with the teacher of that class.
I thought the best way to do it was approaching and talking to them and like planning together what we're going to do. What do you want me to do? How do you want me to support it? But nothing's changed.
Thanks so much for joining us for this episode of the Ed Answer Key. Your support means the world to us. Be sure to stay in the loop about upcoming topics by downloading our free podcast companion at www.edanswerkey.com. So until next time, class dismissed.